And today on the channel, we're going to see how the WORX Hydroshot handles heavy dirt. Now this is hard on mud. Now I've left the vehicle for quite a while, and under these wheel arches is what I call mega mud. I mean, if it can handle this, it can handle almost anything. Now normally you'd do under the wheel arches with a pressure washer, but WORX do claim that the WORX Hydroshot is a pressure washer. So let's see how it handles this. And believe me, it needs to be good to do this. Tools for the job. So straight away we got the WORX Hydroshot, and this is the 56 bar. And as you can see, I've got the pressure washer attachment. We got our water with our siphoning tube, and we got the hose pipe going in directly straight from the mains. One of the main products we're going to be using is this Citrant from Easy. Very easy to use. And we've got a selection of brushes. First up, we're going to be using our Citrant under the wheel arches. Now you really want to get this soaked in pretty well, and don't worry about wasting it. It is pretty cheap to buy this product. Make sure you're under here, you give it a good soaking, and there's that ledge up the top there you really need to get under, because that is where all your mud cakes in. And there we go, you can see how thick that mud is. We'll just let that draw for around about 10 minutes. I might as well spray off the wheels at the same time. Oh, there we go, this works well on wheels. So we now get the Hydroshot out and give it a good rinse down. The fun in games is going to be under the wheel arches, because that is a place which is going to need that little bit of extra zoom, to be honest. Now, as you can see with the Hydroshot, it's working pretty well. One thing you could do with is one of these, a WORX Hydroshot pivot nozzle, and this is a real good product. It's a valuable addition to your Hydroshot. It means you can get into all those hidden places under the wheel arches and in your guttering if you've got any. You can really see that this Hydroshot is working really well. It is actually cutting through that mud. Okay, this is slow by a long shot, but look at it, it's just coming off so easy. Now I'm really surprised at how good this was at getting the mud off. And if I had that little attachment, that would have been ideal for those simple areas, and I've had to make do with something else. Next, we'll be getting under the wheel arches with our brush. And once again, we'll be spraying some Citrant under basically a type of carpet. And that's all it is. They don't spend money these days and put too much plastic. It is a carpet liner. Realistically, I suppose I could be using carpet cleaner, which most likely would work just the same. The brushes are available from eBay and Amazon. Do make sure you get that brush into that ledge, because that ledge is where all the crap sits. In fact, after you've done it, you can feel it with your fingers if there's anything left. Next up, we're going to be getting back under with the Hydroshot to get off all those soaps and anything that's left under the wheel arch altogether. And obviously you do this to all 4 arches of your vehicle, van or car regardless. You see that's coming off quite easy, isn't it? But that's the one thing that's missing from this, is that little attachment to get under that little groove. I was really surprised how well the mud had come off the underneath of the wheel arches. I mean, that's just a 56 bar. It's not like 3000 bar. Next up, we'll be having a look under the wheel arch to see if there's anything left and whether I have to get out the old faithful power washer to finish the job. Now, just looking at this, that isn't too bad. I mean, let's be fair. For 56 bar, that's come up really wicked, isn't it? Okay, I did expect there to be some mud left in that ledge. Just look at it. That Hydroshot just can't get in there. Without that attachment, I'm going to keep banging on about that attachment. It just needs it to get into that ledge. Just look at it. It's just sat there, that mud. Oh, well, I'm going to have to get the power washer out. Out with my Karcher K7. Now, this beast will just rip into that and remove that mud straight away. It's this easy. Now, I've just got my short gun in with the tip, and this is how simple it is. And that just sprays all the way into that groove, because that gun is actually small enough to get in there. And even that's a little bit tight, you can see. I mean, it's struggling to get on that ledge, really. And with the power of that pressure from the water, it is becoming a bit of a bitch, really, to get in there. I mean, that really will get it off. I mean, that's like 10 times the power of the Hydroshot. There's no comparison on getting in there, and that mud will just move completely. Let's hope it does. Well, there you go, folks. Isn't that a lot better? Yes. The only thing is now I can see all the rusty and the deteriorated bits, which I'm going to have to do over the weekend. I'm not liking that because it's damn cold out there at the moment. Well, there you go, folks. So what do I think of the WORX Hydroshot? It's banging, and I gotta say, that extra performance does work well. Okay, I had to bring in the big guns at the end. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe and please share. And this is what's coming up on the channel very, very soon. Laters!